How do you know your diet is not helping your blood sugar anymore? Hi there, welcome back. Today we are talking about something that affects millions of people all around the world, right? Blood sugar, either diabetes, insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, you name it. But whether you have diabetes or not, monitoring blood sugar levels is important. It is the fifth vital sign. So if you're worried about your breathing rate, your heart rate, you should be worried about your blood sugars as well. So let's be real. It's a pretty sweet feeling, pun intended, when your blood sugars are under control, isn't it? But what if you're doing everything right with your diet and still not seeing any improvements? Well, let's dig deeper into this topic. And who am I? Well, most of you know me. I'm Dr. Ahmed Ergin. I'm an endocrinologist, a diabetes specialist practicing in Florida. Lovely, sunny Florida, which we didn't get any this year because of this winter. So, let's talk about perception versus reality. One common mistake people make when they're trying to regulate their blood sugars through the diet is underestimating how much food they actually need. Believe me, everybody says, I don't eat much. I've never seen anybody, well, I see occasionally, but most people, majority will say, I don't eat much, doctor. Well, let's be real. Our eyes are always bigger than our stomachs. We think we are eating very little, but in reality, it is just an illusion. It's a perception thing. Most people don't realize that they need to cut back a lot more than they think to see the results. For example, you might think that cutting back 20% of your usual food intake is enough, but in most cases, it actually needs to be around 50%, especially your carbs, maybe up to 80%. So next time you're trying to cut back on carbs or go on a keto diet, make sure you're being realistic about your food portions. Now let's talk about old habits. We get it. Change is hard, especially when it comes to our eating habits. You've been eating this way for 40, 50 years maybe, right? You have been conditioned to enjoy certain foods certain way, and eating patterns since the childhood is the same. It's no surprise that many of us struggle to make significant changes because you end up trying to make changes by the time it's too late. By the time you're diagnosed with diabetes, it is really late, believe me. I mean, if you have diabetes right now and your blood sugars are not very high, take it seriously. Even if it is in the 120, 130, 140 range, try to bring it down to normal range before it's too late, because it's going to get harder and harder. Now, we might think that we are eating less, but in reality, we are still sticking to our old habits and indulging in treats or sometimes larger portions here and there, right? And let's face it, cutting back on our favorite foods can be tough. But remember, your health is more important than a temporary satisfaction from food. Let's talk about a move it or lose it story. Now, let's talk about something that some of you might find as appealing as a glass of kale juice. Exercise. Yeah, I said it. Well, exercise is not just for those who want to look good in a swimsuit or beat their buddies in a weekend game of hoops. Regular exercise is as critical to your blood sugar management as your diet. Can you imagine eating a low-carb diet or going full keto and still having high blood sugar? That is as confusing as it gets. But here's a twist. When you are lounging around like a sloth on vacation and your body isn't really efficiently using insulin, that will lead to insulin resistance, which means your blood sugar levels can stay high even if you are kissing carbs goodbye. That's how body works. That's like buying a ticket to the latest blockbuster movie and only staring at the popcorn machine in the lobby. So what is the secret sauce? Well, it's no secret actually. The recommended action is at least 30 minutes of exercise daily, getting your heart rate up to 120 or more, as long as you have a limitation like severe heart disease or something that prevents you from doing that. But that means that getting off the couch and moving around enough to actually break a sweat. So if you're not sweating, if your heart is not racing, that's not exercise. Walking the dog is not the exercise. Doing house chore is not an exercise. Going to work is not an exercise. Trust me, if you do what I say, your blood sugar will thank you later. Eventually, right? So, better late than ever, but never late is better. It's confusing, right? Yeah, you heard it right. Some of us, in our drive to put the pedal to the metal in life, seem to procrastinate when it comes to our health. We remain oblivious to the warning signs until it's so freaking late and the check engine light is blaring. You still are resisting not to take your car to the mechanic. Picture this. You've been cruising around with diabetes for 10 years and suddenly you realize your diet efforts are as fruitful as trying to squeeze juice from a rock. What's happening here? Well, your precious beta cells, the little insulin factories in your body, have been gradually clocking out, my friend. You're leaving your body's insulin production in a bit of a pickle. It's like expecting a single baker to prepare bread for an entire city. It just simply cannot keep up. It's time to act, not react. So what can you do to prevent ending up in a situation where you need medication as your only lifeline? As they say, prevention is better than cure. Starting early with a proactive and disciplined approach to your health is your key. It's like nipping the problem in the bud before it turns into a monstrous, unruly weed. Bringing in the reinforcements is important too. Beyond diet and exercise, supplementation with natural remedies can be a game changer in protecting your beta cells as well. A lot of people look at the supplements like medicines and they'll say, oh, I've been taking this supplement, but it's not lowering my blood sugar, etc. That happens to sometimes our supplements as well. Well, we are not selling medications. We are selling supplements, holistic supplements. So it's not just to lower your blood sugar, but to improve your overall health. It's going to lower your blood sugar for sure if you pay attention to it. Take them for a couple of months, you will see the results for sure. But people are asking quick results right now. It's human nature. And the only thing they focus on is the glucose, which is wrong. So you need to kind of provide your cells a personal bodyguard, especially your beta cells. That's why the SugarMD supplements like glucodefense or super berberine are very, very important. These natural powerhouses work to enhance your body's defense mechanisms, helping to keep your beta cells fighting to keep the blood sugars in check. So don't just sit there like a frog in a slowly boiling pot. Leap into action and supplement your health, your diet for optimal blood sugar control. Remember, your health is in your hands. Now, if you're surprised to see your glucose level spiking by more than 50 after a meal, that you have expertly crafted to be low in carbs. Good. So you want to spike less than 50 points after meals. That is the goal. That is a bit like putting a frog in a pan of cool water and then finding out it is boiling. Not a pleasant surprise. So you don't want to go over that 50 points, 50 milligram per deciliter. So your body is waving a red flag if that's happening, signaling that it is time to seek some serious help. So if that's happening to you, make sure you get the SugarMD supplements to help prevent that. Now, how do herbal remedies come to the rescue? Now, before you wade into the world of medications, which it's okay if you want to take medications, but why not try exploring some herbal kingdom, right? There's a whole array of natural remedies out there that work differently than medications for sure, but they can come to your aid like SugarMD glucodefense, SugarMD super berberine. We have alpha lipoic acid that helps, benfotiamine helps. Think of them as stepping into a fantastic forest where every leaf could hold the key to better glucose control. Give it a shot for a few months and see if your blood sugar levels start to behave themselves. It's like trying to train a stubborn puppy. It might take a bit of time and patience, but the results can be well worth it. Now, when everything fails, you can consider the medications. If you have tried the herbal remedies and you are still staring at the alarming glucose spikes, still, don't ignore it. You have to do what you have to do. Then it is time to consider some safe medications. There is no harm in calling for reinforcement when the battle against blood sugar seems to be going south. Just like calling in a superhero when the city's under attack, right? My son's favorite show, Batman. Remember, your goal is to keep your blood sugar levels within a safe range, and sometimes that means calling in the big guns. But before you get there, you better start supplementing now. Don't forget, your health is your wealth. don't gamble with it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Before you go, remember to visit SugarMDs.com. Remember to like, share, and say thank you. We appreciate when you say thank you. Write a comment. Thank you very much. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this channel so far, and I hope you subscribed already. If you didn't, do it. And if you did, watch this video right there. I think that will help you too.